Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. I have an interesting idea for you guys. I really want to try earning a bond only killing revenants. So I have a completely brand new account here. Well, not brand new. I have like 20 of these stupid flipping alt accounts that have like 10 mining, 4 cooking, and some other garbage. But anyway, the combat stats are all 1. We're going to put a bond on here and we're going to try to build an account that can kill low level to medium level revenants. Probably mostly low level revenants. We may even try PKing somebody, but anyway, I'm going to try to earn myself enough money for a bond straight from revenants. Now I think what I'm going to go for is 50 ranged with 40 defense, so that way I can wear the magic shortbow as well as blue dragon hide. I think that'll be more cost effective than going for magic. I could also go for melee, but I feel like the magic shortbow is going to have more DPS than even like mid 50s melee. And also considering that, assuming you use a bracelet of Ethereum, you won't be taking any damage from the revenants. Getting higher defensive stats or wearing higher defensive armor won't really help too much. Anyway, let's go ahead and redeem the bond. Right away, we're going to probably go loot from the bounty hunter world a little bit, and then we'll buy maybe some early game ranged gear, and I'll go from there. Okay, not too bad for our very first inventory here. We'll do a quick price check. Worth around 24k. I'll maybe try to get around 100k, then that should be enough for like a glory and maybe some early game ranged gear. Now my goal is to try to kill something more than just the Revenant Imp and the Revenant Hobgoblin. I probably could kill that with like level 12 mage and be done with it. However, we're going to try to kill maybe the Revenant Pyre Fiend, or maybe some higher level Revenants at some point. Okay, another decent inventory. We actually got 2 dragon knives this time. I don't know why I'm running here. Whoops. Overall, the inventory is worth another 25k, so we'll just need to do a few more of those and we'll have around 100k. Okay, here's our third inventory. Nothing special, but still 23k. Okay, so we finished off our session of looting. We got around 100k from it. So not too bad, actually, considering how little time we actually did it for. We're just going to sell off everything. So yeah, we'll come back with our really early game arranged setup. Okay, so here it is. Here is our very early game arranged build. We got a glory, a combo bracelet. It didn't need the leather van braces, I just realized, but that's okay. We'll collect it. Only costs around 80k for all of this. We also got 4,000 iron darts. As we'll go ahead and equip all of that. This will be the easiest way to train early game. We'll also buy 2 early game teleports so we can get around easier. We'll go to Lumbridge, train on chickens and cows for a little bit. Maybe get to 20 range, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, we're just about to hit level 10 range. There we go. We'll just move on to the cows now. It didn't take too long with the darts. I considered picking them up because I'm so poor, but I don't think it's worth it. From 1 to 10, I only used around 500 darts, and I think it'll waste way more time just trying to pick them up, so I'm not going to do that. And if I need more, I'll just go and loot some more, I suppose. Ideally, after I finish cows, I'll move on maybe to chaos druids, because then I can at least get a bit of cash back, or at the very least, just break even. We'll stay at cows till 20, then we'll maybe move on to chaos druids or something in between. Okay, one thing I kind of messed up on is I should have not bought so many iron darts. The reason for that is steel darts are actually cheaper than iron darts, or at the same price at worst. If we have a look right now, steel darts are worth 8 GP each, so I should have bought those instead. Not a big deal. We lost maybe about 6 or 7k on that. We'll go ahead and buy 4,000 steel darts and use those, as they will just be overall more DPS. Alright, we're just about to hit level 20 range. From here, we're going to go ahead and upgrade a bit of our gear. Now we could go right to sand crabs if we wanted, or we could get all the way to 28 range to get the Dorgish crossbow, and then maybe go to the chaos druids if we need a bit more money. We're going to keep training probably till 28, and then maybe go with that route. Okay, level 20, we were able to get 2 things upgraded. That is the studded chaps as well as the coif. Now, since the update today, actually, you can now get to Zaya from this boat here. Isn't that so convenient, guys? No, everyone hates it, including me. I think it's a little in the way. Oh, fuck off. Oh, this is great, Jag. Wow, this is really awesome for new accounts. I'm just getting fucking killed by the Dark Wizard. Let me go. So now we're going to train on sand crabs until 28 range, then we'll upgrade to the, where the fuck are we? So we are training on defensive a little bit because we will need to get 40 defense only through training on defensive. Now we could do some quests, however I think this will just be quicker overall. 40 defense is a requirement for any dragon hide equipment. Okay, there we go, guys. There is level 20 defense. We can now go ahead and wear the studded leather body as well as the leather shield. So now we'll go ahead and train with the Dorgish crossbow and bone bolts, as I think it will be quicker. The Dorgish crossbow can be worn at level 28 ranged. It's a really ideal early game ranged training weapon. The ammunition is dirt cheap. They're only about 5 GP each, so you don't really need to worry about picking the bolts back up. There is a level 40 ranged, and I think that's going to be enough. We're going to go ahead and go to Chaos Druids to make a little bit of money because we will need a bit more for our end game gear for this account. Technically, we could wear green Dragonhide, but we're not actually going to do the Dragon Slayer quest as it's going to take too long. We'll get blue Dragonhide at 50 anyway. So here's our very first inventory from the Chaos Druids. Pretty good. We got about 4 Renars, a bunch of other useful herbs, which will help us get a little bit more money. And considering we're getting decent range experience at the exact same time, I think it's worth it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try this build out at a few different levels. The first one is going to be without the avas accumulator and without prayer. The reason for that is it's going to give us the lowest combat level possible. However, if I think I need a bit more damage, I'm going to go ahead and unlock the avas accumulator, as well as getting enough prayer for Hawkeye, I believe. Now because of this, I'm going to do a little bit of Slayer to get level 18 Slayer. Just to make sure I have that requirement out of the way so I don't actually need to gain any more combat levels later, turning up my Slayer. Alright, we're back at the good old sand crabs. We're just about to hit level 30 defense, which means we'll actually be able to upgrade our ranged gear quite a bit. We'll be able to wear full snakeskin, as well as the snakeskin shield. There it is, we got the snakeskin shield, the snakeskin bandana, the boots, as well as the top. Weirdly, the snakeskin legs are actually worse than the studded chaps. I don't really know why. I noted that last time when I was on a lower level account. You kind of look terrible no matter what, so whatever. Let's buy a cape just to make myself look a little bit better. And I guess it will provide a minor defensive bonus as well. So we just got our very first Slayer task, 44 dogs, very easy. I don't know if that'll get us to 18 just on its own, but we'll go ahead and do that task and see what Slayer level it gets us to. So we finished up our task of dogs, and it got us to level 14 Slayer, which is pretty good. Now the reason I got a tutorial task first is because you need to get one task done before you can get a task from the Wilderness Slayer Master, which was my original intention. Okay, so our first task from Cristelia is 74 skeletons. That's actually perfect. Now the reason I'm doing Wilderness Slayer is because I want to get a chance at the Mysterious Emblem drop, which currently is worth 150k. Now my plan is to buy the magic shortbow imbue scroll, and originally I thought you had to buy it from the Bounty Hunter store. That was a mistake. You can buy it right off the Grand Exchange. There is 45 ranged on the skeletons here, going pretty well. We have another 68 to go so far. Hey, there it is, guys. Our very first Mysterious Emblem. Really easy to get early game money with Wilderness Slayer, 160k. Generally, the lower level tasks are better money per hour because you can kill them so quickly. Okay, this should be our very last skeleton kill. There we go. There is 18 Slayer. That is the requirement for the Animal Magnetism quest. So now if I do want to get the avas accumulator, I won't have to attack more monsters and get more ranged experience. So we're selling off our very first Mysterious Emblem for 157k. That's amazing. We're going to go ahead and buy a new Glory because the other one ran out of charges. And that money is going to be useful for buying our blue Dragonhide later, as well as the magic shortbow imbue scroll. Okay, we're going to grab another task from Cristelia, and 87 bears is perfect. Now the reason I did this is because I was still operating under the assumption that I needed to actually trade in 2 Mysterious Emblems to get the imbue scroll. That is not true. There we go, another Mysterious Emblem from a bear. We got 1 per task so far. That's a little bit lucky, but not unheard of. I probably had about a 50% chance, more or less, of getting a Mysterious Emblem from that task, so not bad. So now we have more than enough money. Now I make a big mistake here of trading it into the Bounty Hunter store. This was a complete waste of money, but either way, you only really need 1 Mysterious Emblem, and if you don't get it, it's not the end of the world, because the Magic Imbue Scroll is only 20k in the Grand Exchange, as opposed to like essentially 360k in the shop here. Okay, so there is 40 defense. That is all of the defensive experience we will ever need. Let's hop off of long range quickly here. We'll go on to rapid, and then we'll get 50 ranged here in just a second, and we will be pretty much ready to go. Thank you, Sand Crabs, for making this experience so easy and painless. There is 50 ranged. We can now equip the magic shortbow, as well as full blue Dragonhide, which should give us a decent amount of ranged attack bonus to take into Revenants. Okay, so here we are with our brand new gear. I accidentally brought the blue dhide shield, which actually will not be able to be equipped because I'm using a short bow. But there we go, we'll equip everything else. The blue dhide vams are better than the combat bracelet and cost a lot less. So there is our final build, guys. We have 50 range, 40 defense, and that's it. Combat level 44. Now, I read on the wiki that the magic shortbow imbued is not lost on death. Now we'll have to test that out. We haven't actually died yet with it, but I think it will be worth it because what it does is it reduces the amount of special attack energy to 50%, which means you can use it twice in a short burst. It also has a marginally better ranged attack bonus over the regular unimbued magic shortbow. We're going to be taking some rune arrows and an amulet of glory for the teleport out. We're wearing the snakeskin bandana, the snakeskin boots, blue dhide body, chaps, and van braces. Now the avas accumulator, while it would be useful, I'm just picking up the arrows manually, which is a pain, but you kind of have time waiting for the revenants to respawn anyway. So I'm done with the account build. I'm going to show you a little bit of it in action today. But tomorrow or the next day, I'll upload a full video of me killing low-level revenants, potentially people. Who knows? I'm so bad at PKing. I'm really excited to try out this account, but that was an extremely easy account build. It would probably take you one semi-dedicated day to build it. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave the video a like, and I look forward to the follow-up video in the next day or two. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.